right in the center of this cage and start mixing it up. Minutes, he just did not stop and really didn't give Tony a lot of opportunities to use those long limbs. Unfortunately, the champ is also great with those elbows and knees, so getting close
really
is easier said than done.
Hope chaining those kicks together now. Villazana trying to catch him with those big hooks. Oh!
Great sweep by the champ.
Great sweep by the champ indeed.
And that's big time. As Lawson pointed out, those sweeps, they count very mucho.
They do. Big points right there. And another.
As does that. Muay Thai scoring, it's not just the offense. Clean defense also scored.
Nate Mann warning Tony Hope, do not kick directly to the knees. You can kick to the thigh, you can kick to the hip. You cannot kick directly to the knee.
I didn't think it was that low. I mean, sometimes when your opponent backs out, but you can typically see when someone's aiming right at the knee. And
oh. Another sweep, but Villazana keeps his grip and takes Tony down with him.
which does nullify it. If you go sprawling out with your opponent, doesn't count.
This is true.
You see the champ working over the calf there. And one of the beautiful things about the calf kick is you don't have to turn over and land with a lot of power. You can chip away at it, and it adds up very quickly.
Those front kicks are just so long, Jim. He is reaching Villazana from so far away. Boom, pops him out there, snaps him really. More like a front kick than a teep.
One of the things Villazana does so well is he's got such a tight shell defense. It can be very hard to get through.
Tony Hope fighting a very smart fight. Anytime Villazana gets into his punching range, he is wrapping Villazana up and putting him in the clinch. He doesn't want to throw hands with Villazana. He's content to play the tie game, but he does not want to.
That's what shin guards
with
on.
shin guards. Still broke his foot in the first round. Thugged it out, won a decision. But man, oh man, fighting on a broken foot, not fun. Tony Hope, once again, wrapping up Villazana, looking for the sweep. Standing over Villazana, letting him know, hey, I can put you down there when I want to. Villazana getting pissed off, though. Oh!
Maybe a little gamesmanship here, trying to get Villazana to lose his composure.
I definitely believe so. Smart move by the young champion. Trying to get in Villazana's head a little bit.
Villazana's doing a good job responding to the kicks. He's dishing out punches.
Tony Hope doing a great job catching Villazana off balance.
Oof.
Oh, big right hand by Hope. Very intelligent strategy from Tony Hope, the champ here. As, like I said, every time he is getting in punching range with Villazana, he's just wrapping Villazana up, not giving him the opportunity to punch. Using his head to get underneath Villazana's chin. Oh, almost counted that one, but I believe his knee touched.
And even if they don't score as official, wow, almost turned him into that kick. Sweeps, I mean, you're still influencing the judges and more likely you're going to win this round.
I got to say, this is definitely a little less technical, a little bit more brawl of a fight for both of these gentlemen.
That's good for Villazana. That's what he needs.
It is. It certainly is. That's what he wants this fight to be. He wants it to be a little bit more of a brawl than a technical tie fight.
That's that tight defense. Very hard to surprise Villazana. Out of the corner of the champion, Osi Abenois, shouting shotgun. I do not know what that means.
Oh, took another one to the pills.
Completely incidental. There you go, listening to the exchange here between the champion and referee. Tony Hope looking for the referee to be on top of that, potentially take a point, as it's the third time he's been hit low. A Villasana fan giving it to Hope, and Hope just let him know.
Oh.
Challenge accepted.
Villasana landing a couple, but Tony Hope once again closing the distance.
It's here where he's catching the knees, right? Those knees coming up from Villasana. I can understand, you got to round those knees when you're in a tight clinch. Really no reason to catch someone between the legs.
Well, that's one of the things that Tony is trying to do. Every time he enters the clinch, he's trying to keep his chest glued to Jose's. And when you do that and there's no space for the hips, knees are just not viable. You can throw those round knees, you can throw knees to the quads, but any knees up to the middle to the body are nullified just because there's no space.
The rounded knees not only don't hurt as much, but it's a great opportunity to sweep your opponent. As soon as you feel him lift that leg. Whoosh. Wow. Big kicks exchanged here.
The champ definitely starting to turn it up a little bit.
Villasana's got some leg kicks on him. Now it's saying shogun. I thought it was saying shotgun. Either way, I don't know what that means either. Oof. Yeah, when you bring the hips in like that, hands up, it's your way of telling the ref, like, nothing's going to happen.
Oh. And as you said, Jim, these may not be scoring, but every time he's landing on top or taking Villasana down, it's definitely influencing the judging.
You know what else is it's exhausting. Making somebody get up, get down, get up, get down, exhausting. Someone else gets kicked in the nuts. Villasana's kick defense is so sharp.
Very strong. Oh.
Ooh.
Near miss with that back fist, my word. Ooh.
Yeah, he didn't get the impact, but he's still connected.
I gotta say, the boys have turned it up this round for sure. Tony with some very interesting foot dexterity there. Throws the high kick, turns it into a front kick. 1-2 right down the middle.
Wow.
Oh.
That was just the foot, but you gotta, at some point, you can say incidental all you want, but if you keep hitting it, it means your kicks are low.
He definitely turned into that one a little bit. It definitely didn't look intentional at all, but unfortunate nonetheless.
Wow, the chant not appreciating it, comes out firing.
Heavy barrage from Villasana.
This is where Villasana likes it, though. He likes to get in there and brawl.
Tony Hope follows the high kick with a spinning back fist. Villasana shoves him, and he knocks into our monitor.
Yeah, spinning back fist. The only thing it took out was her monitor.
Tony Hope just so cagey. A lot of these big strikes by Villasana are just hitting nothing but air. Ooh, big back elbow.
He really wants that elbow, doesn't he?
He loves that elbow.
He's so tall, he didn't even really have to lift. He just kind of pushes you over. Tony Hope looking to put the exclamation on this one.
Villasana definitely looking for the knockout this fight. Little gamesmanship from both fighters there.
Your winner for the NFC Featherweight Championship, Tony Hope.
The champion,
Tony Hope.
Coleman with the dreadlocks. Cooper and the tie-dye.
Interesting. Zach pressing forward. Coleman trying to pull Zach a little bit, looking for that check hook already. Zach touches with the head kick. Coleman definitely looking for that big hook.
And you see the hand speed right away of Austin Coleman.
He is fast hands, folks. Fast, heavy hands. The crowd oohed on that one, but that hit elbow. I'm hoping Zach didn't hurt his foot.
It was a lot of arm, but it still hurts. You can
Nice
break somebody's
timing
arm.
on the double as Coleman tries to counter. Cooper burying him in there, driving him into the fence there, literally right in front of us here, folks. Coleman
Wow,
using
he's
some extreme strength.
wow.
And a quick tap.
My goodness. Did not see that coming.
Nor did I, Jim.
Austin Coleman gone through his record. I'm pretty sure it's 6-6. And the camo, boy in the black, 3 5-minute rounds. Wow. Here we go. No time being wasted here.
Right into a wrestler clinch.
And you see right away a big size advantage for Shlomo Boyd, who is a pretty large lightweight.
He is a pretty large lightweight indeed. Nice elbow by Shlomo on the inside.
It's going to be real important that Xavier keeps that head moving. He's giving up a lot of reach here.
You know, I truly don't think Shlomo even wants to really throw hands. I think he's really looking to get inside, make it a clinch fight.
Shlomo, a good grappler, too.
Very strong wrestler.
Definitely smothering those punches a bit.
Elbow by Xavier. Looked like it just skimmed Shlomo's beard. And a fantastic beard it is.
Because Xavier came up in heavier weight classes, he's very familiar and comfortable fighting larger opponents. So you see it built in to the way he moves, constantly moving the feet and head.
Solid inside combo by Boyd, but then Horton counters with that clinch. Tries to get Boyd off his feet. Shlomo staying heavy, though.
I don't think he lifted him an inch.
You definitely saw the effort, though. There we go. Horton popping that jab. Both these men southpaws, which I wonder if that's playing a factor into either of them. I've seen southpaws get screwed up by fighting other southpaws.
Oh, sure. 90% of fighters are orthodox, so you're used to having that open stance, and now it's closed. Changes everything. Good use of the uppercut. As a shorter fighter, you always have to watch out for that uppercut. It could wreck you if someone catches you dropping under.
Indeed. Shlomo starting to open up with his hands now. Sort of almost teasing and measuring with that jab.
Shlomo does a great job of putting his hands up and his chin down, which seems so basic, but
It does, but we don't see a lot of it all the time, Jimmy.
especially people engage and into the pocket, they start dropping hands, and he does a great job of one hand on offense, one on defense.
Pop, pop, pop from Shlomo. Nice combination.
Scoring with that uppercut again.
Big
Oh.
elbow.
Horton
Wow.
responds with that hook.
I was going to say Horton took that one like a champ.
And it's going to be a tough uphill battle if Horton's offense is all coming from him engaging. You got a tall guy like that. What separates the good from the great is you got to be able to catch him coming in. Shlomo he's diving into the exchanges. You need to be able to catch him. He tried to do it right there.
I was about to say, you can see Shlomo warming up in the fight.
Shlomo, despite being the longer fighter, he fights very aggressive. So if you're
Looks like we
Xavier
have,
Horton, you want to catch him coming in.
Shlomo has a small cut under that eye. Horton ducks in for a takedown. No dice, though, as Shlomo just catches him.
Kind of under a minute left here in our first round. So when he shells up like that, that's when you need to be able to throw one over the top or drop under and not just shell up, because this happens.
Shlomo showing his textbook pressure here, both with his wrestling and his barrage of punches to the face.
As you hear the fans shouting, knee, knee, I just want to say, foot, foot. Again, Xavier dropping under, good head movement, but let's add a punch to that.
Big hook from Shlomo.
Woo, what a banger of a first round. For Horton, he went the distance in his debut, but not nearly, oof, the experience of Boyd. And again, Xavier just really needs to avoid shelling up in that high guard. Nothing good is coming of that.
Head kick by Shlomo. Like I said, he is definitely loosening up.
Yeah, and he's got the very snappy style of kicks, which can be very hard to read.
They can be.
They don't have the same power as a traditional Thai kick, but they can come from anywhere.
They don't, but every time you get hit with one of those, it's like someone's poking a tiny hole in that gas tank.
Yeah, especially if they go to the head. You don't really need to swing for the fences if you kick someone in the temple.
Nope, just ask Lyoto Machida or Anderson Silva.
See Boyd going that traditional snap kick right up the middle.
I gotta say, impressive takedown defense from both men in this fight. And this is traditionally what you see happen when you have two guys who have very, very solid wrestling. It ends up being a striking match.
Xavier Horton, it's one of the benefits of having that shorter, strong frame. He's got really good base. It was a good trip attempt by Shlomo, but Xavier able to recover.
Horton trying to land over the top right there.
Yeah, good strategy. He's just got to step into that a little bit. Shlomo's a little too long to catch with that.
Shlomo's got good defense, but
kind of lured him in with his nonchalantness.
Couple slips right there. Missed opportunity for Shlomo.
Oof.
I gotta say, the one thing that Shlomo is really lacking in his striking is that in and out motion as he's trying to pop that jab.
You see Shlomo leaning in with his posture. So yeah, it puts his head a little more in danger, but it also allows him to snap that jab off really quickly.
Honestly, both of them tend to. That is a very, very typical MMA stance for a wrestler, where you're very heavy on that lead foot and your head is kind of what you're leading with.
It goes back to what I said in round one. Horton, when he's bringing the offense, doing some damage, but he's letting Shlomo come in and just pick him apart.
I gotta say, in terms of the energy, there's a lot of back and forth here, but Shlomo is definitely, I would say, getting off more strikes than Horton.
Yeah, and Horton's fired. He's landed some clean shots, but you're right, the volume is in favor of Shlomo. And when you're the shorter fighter, I mean, think Mike Tyson. You have to be able to make people pay when they come into your range. Right? Most fighters didn't like barreling into Iron Mike because they were gonna eat it.
Big
Can't
knee.
let them come in and just touch you.
Shlomo gives him a good head shake saying, nah, man. Boom, head kick. The ubiquitous call for the knees.
Never fails anytime they clinch up. We're under a minute here in round 2. You see the fatigue starting to set in.
Back and forth, back and forth.
And the conditioning of Shlomo Boyd, I mean, still having a good time in there, and he's 10 minutes into a scrap.
Both these guys definitely landing some shots, neither seemingly affected by either's power.
It's not often you see the taller fighter dropping under a hook.
First time we've seen a full shot tonight.
Here we go, third and final round.
Oh, first takedown of the fight goes to Xavier Horton.
This could be huge, Lawson. Let's see what he can do with it.
This could be very big right here in terms of scoring.
Well, he is more than likely down 2-0, so he's probably going to need a finish.
Shlomo landing some light elbows to the side of the head there. Reaching in for the switch. Nice adjustment, gets himself back to his feet.
Xavier Horton proving very difficult to take down.
Big knee.
One of the last things you want when you're already tired.
Oh yeah, that knee to the gut will take it out of you. Shlomo just shoves him off out of the clinch. Horton bleeding out of that nose. Makes it difficult to breathe. If I'm Shlomo, I'm applying some pressure here, forcing Horton to try and breathe a little bit heavier. Stop takedown by Shlomo. Lands a big knee, exiting the clinch. Another big knee to the body. You know that Horton is feeling those.
I like what Horton just did, though. If a fighter is able to step in and knee you in the chest, he's in your range. You got to throw in over the top, make him pay for it. You can't let him have those. It's one thing if he's hitting you with a jab or a teep, but if he's kneeing you, he is in your range. Yeah, he's giving you the face. I mean, Boyd with the volume, and Horton's got to take advantage. Now he's trying to reach instead of taking advantage when Shlomo is putting himself in danger.
Yes, but it is obvious to see that Horton his energy levels are starting to flag.
And it's easier said than done.
Big
like
knees.
Shlomo is in his range because he's hitting him.
Oh, he is punishing him with those knees, Jim.
And for once, I agree with the crowd. Those knees are working for him.
They definitely are. Horton is definitely feeling those knees.
He's still bringing it. I mean, he's walking him down.
Walking forward.
Oh, and he ate a knee for his troubles.
Shlomo just tapping away with that jab.
Horton didn't miss that uppercut by much.
Nope. Fluffed his beard.
Oof. If Shlomo can fire off that knee instead of just pushing him away, knee him and then fire off that break. Ooh, up kick to the face. And didn't miss that elbow by much either.
Nope. Once again, though, Shlomo just giving it more volume than Horton in this round, despite Horton's early takedown. Another flurry by Boyd. Knee by Horton. Oh, Horton now a little bit of a bloody mess.
We're about 45 seconds left in this bout. But what has just been 14 minutes? A grueling pace.
Absolutely. The pace has been steady, but not slow for sure. Shlomo just landing those knees down.
20 seconds.
Trying to put a little bit of an exclamation point on this last round here is Shlomo Boyd. Horton doing his best to try and rally here, but he is sucking wind something fierce.
Wow, what a fight.
Slow-mo Boyd. Boyd.
Boley, I guess we'll call it Bardsley shaved head. Do not expect this one to go the distance. And our first natural open stance, meaning one righty, one lefty of the evening. And Lawson, I'm sure a lot of people listening have no idea why that matters. Why is that a big deal?
Well, the thing is, when you are facing somebody in an opposite stance, your crosses are lined up with each other. Whereas, generally speaking, if you're facing somebody in the same stance as you, then your jabs tend to line up. With the cross lining up like that, that means that you're both right in the way of each other's power. And so there's a bit more of a premium on moving in and out, moving out of the way and cutting angles. Because if you just stand right in front of each other, you're basically just going to be trading power shots.
Oof, wow, what a head kick.
Oh, Bardsley going for that head kick KO again. Dapper Dan catches it, runs him to the fence here. Pressing him now.
Professional bout, knees to the heads, A-OK.
Bardsley sprawls. Dapper Dan manages to get his hips out, though.
You can tell just from his frame right here, Dapper Dan, he knows how to grapple. That's good. He's got good posture.
Oh, yeah. Staying heavy, not exerting himself too much. He is hitting Mike Bardsley with that cradle. Interesting tactic here. He's trying to roll the cradle over.
High risk.
Bardsley is fighting it, but Dapper Dan still has his hands together. But I don't think this is going to work out well for him right here. It looks like Bardsley's fighting out of it.
Yeah, that cradle, high risk, high reward, and you could lose position.
Oh, but
wow.
The scramble continues. Dapper Dan manages to get back on top on the outside. Very back and forth grappling exchange here in this first round. Bardsley walking that fence. Dapper Dan lands a knee to the head, but then Bardsley comes back with a knee to the body. Makes his way off the fence for a second. Dapper Dan spins him back.
Saw a good sprawl there from Bardsley as well. I cannot imagine taking that man down as easy.
Short and stocky, hard to run over. Scoop by Bardsley. Now he is on top. Dapper Dan looking for the neck here. Pardon me, folks.
I was like, why did he not do that?
What he usually does. See Bardsley grapevine the lines now, ending up in that top half position. Driving the head.
dropping in, driving hard. Now in that half guard top position. Dapper Dan with a bit of a low knee shield here. That's not going to do much, though. He's trying to hold that near arm, which is a good choice because that's the one that's going to hit him. But still, he is ceding top control here to Bardsley. Bardsley still controlling. Now he's starting to land a few.
Minute left here in round number 1. Here, a great example of why Lawson here enjoys his top half position. You can get that short arm free, land fists and elbows with very little space needed.
Gotta say, Dapper Dan doing a good job minimizing. Oh! Manages to sweep out of that position. Bardsley back on the defense here. Dapper Dan back in that front headlock position he was working earlier. Going back to the cradle. Ha! Bardsley reverses the clinch, back to it. Looking for his own takedown here.
Woof. Wow. Dapper Dan, he kind of looks like Josh Kozer.
Marines like to party. Hey, quick exchange right there. Couldn't tell if that was a slip or a drop. But Bardsley seemed to land a really, really heavy jab.
Dapper Dan going inverted. He wants that leg.
He wants that leg. He's got it. Bardsley needs to go ahead, get heavy on that leg, and start landing some shots here.
And Dapper Dan's got submission finishes, so.
Once again, he's making some big risks. Bardsley right where he wants to be, though.
What did we say about that back control?
He's already got that sucker in there. He's got that body triangle.
And I would imagine a body triangle for Mike Bardsley, pretty snug.
It's always the shorter guys that put you in a hurtful body triangle.
A tough spot for Boley with 3.5 minutes to go. Full back control for Mike Bardsley, the RNC king. Oh, my
There
goodness.
it is. There's the tap. There's the tap. Second round, Mike Bardsley with the finish.
Cannot let that man on your back. Brett McKee, Devonta Sewell. Underway. 3 5-minute rounds if needed.
Leading with that leg kick is Devontae. Testing the water here. Faglier moving back and forth.
Expect a lot of changing stances. Faglier, not only a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but also Kempo karate.
I was going to say that karate movement's already showing.
And I have to point out, Kempo is not the same thing as American karate. It's actual badass karate. Not Miyagi-Do.
Right here, Faglier already pressing Devontae to the fence. Devontae fighting out of it, getting back into the clinch, trying to get that control. Faglier goes for a knee but stumbles.
Devontae pushed him back. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. He has that veteran's feel. That knee came up, he just pushed him off balance.
And as we said about Devontae, nothing flashy, just solid all-around basics. As I say that, Faglier wraps him up, gets the trip, lands on top in half guard.
This is a black belt grappler. right here in front of us, Faglier in that top half.
He's got that shoulder underneath Devontae's jaw right here. Really driving in here. Devontae maintaining the half guard, trying to get his underhook in there. Good shoulder presser from Faglier. Lands a body shot. Looking to get back to that mount.
Good lockdown there from Sewell.
Faglier taking his time here. Smart move. Solid shoulder pressure. Controlling Devontae. Remember, folks, this is a 5-round fight. Sorry, my
5 minutes.
5-minute rounds, 3 rounds, my bad. Devontae trying to get his guard back. Faglier maintaining that heavy, heavy forward pressure.
When you got just an elite grappler, they're not going to give you a lot of space. So
Absolutely
sticky.
not. No. And especially with a guy like Devontae, you can't give him any space because he will push you off. You will get out. Faglier landing a couple shots as Devontae tries to wrestle up. Solid shots from Faglier.
Wow, great balance, great base from Faglier on top. And this is a guy that's been doing martial arts his entire life. And you can see it. There's just a fluidity with people that have been
Stepping
training martial
over.
arts since they were a child.
Wrapping up those legs Khabib style there, Jim. Slides into that mount. Devontae powers up and over. Faglier working a bit of a guard here, controlling that wrist. Devontae needs to pressure forward just like Faglier did earlier.
Just looking over to his corner / brother and father.
He's got a nice staple over the leg.
We have 1 minute left here in this first round. Two veteran grapplers. Good shot on top from Sewell.
Devontae pressuring down at the base, trying to land that short elbow. Faglier attempting to walk that fence. Reverses Devontae.
10 seconds left here in the first round.
Strong control here. I actually have a similar size difference between me and my younger brother as well. Solid calf kick right there. Oh, that was a good retort by Devontae, though. Flipping with a two-piece.
Yeah, he lifted for the kick, and Sewell just met him with fists.
Devontae is fired up this round. Oh, my goodness. That was a hell of a shot. He is looking for the kill now.
Faglier's busted open, too.
Oh, yeah, that, too, really crushed him.
Hopefully McKeon lets this go a little bit. He's not taking a ton of damage here.
No, he's covering up and he's moving.
Yeah, he's working. These are all going to the top of the head.
Right here, though, this is bad. If he can trap him against the fence and keep landing.
Ah!
That is it.
I understand the stoppage. Of course, I'd like to see it go. Well, now you see the stumble, so.
Yeah, bit of a stumble there. Then again, he might have been slipping on his own blood.
Wow.
Wow.